encouraging her kids to run wild in McDonald's. No, Karen, you don't own McDonald's, too.
Well, technically, yeah, you're right. Karen does not own McDonald's. But you know who does own McDonald's? America. That's right. America runs on McDonald's. And McDonald's runs on America. I don't think we could live without McDonald's, and I don't think a McDonald's would be thriving if not for us. It's sort of a parasitic relationship, if you may.
You're gonna do what then? You're gonna do what? You're gonna call the cops on my kids for playing in a McDonald's?
Wait, what? Are you serious? Wow, you really need a hobby if that's what you're going to do with your time.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. It is playing. They're playing in a kids area.
Oh, wow. This is when, okay, this has to be before 2020, right? Like, this has to be the time when we still had play places. So here's a little something for you Gen Alphas. You are never going to truly know what fun is, alright? You are never going to know the true enjoyment of a McDonald's, of a Burger King, of a Chuck E. Cheese, for God's sakes. You are never going to know the absolute enjoyment that came with those places now that you know, like, you know, that COVID happened and, yeah, we don't have the playgrounds anymore. It's sad. It's really sad. It's depressing. It's dystopian as fuck. I hate it. Oh, boy.
Just because you're middle-aged and have no kids and no family doesn't mean
you're screaming in the bathroom. I can hear
they're
them
kids.
in the
They're
bathroom.
playing.
Okay, you made your point. Also, can I just take a moment to say that this woman is dressed up like peanut butter and jelly right now? The only thing that's missing right now is just... The only thing that's missing in her drip right now is the goddamn bread. She probably has in her purse. Oh my god.
Lower it down.
No, they're kids.
They don't have the
Leave.
right to take over the whole restaurant.
They do. They're
No, they
kids.
don't.
Get out.
It's not okay.
It is okay.
It's not okay for kids to scream so loud that the people on the complete other side of the
They're
restaurant...
happy.
Yeah, they're happy, Karen. You know why they're happy? Because they had their happy meal with the toy inside. Honestly, I feel like maybe if you had a happy meal, you'd have less bitch in your attitude. maybe then you wouldn't be dressing like a PB&J right now. And let's be real. I know I said earlier that it was America that, makes McDonald's. But you know what really, the huge part of America that does make McDonald's thrive? It's the kids. All right? We wouldn't have the play places without the children. Wouldn't have had the Happy Meals without the children. We wouldn't be getting the toys inside our Happy Meals without the children. And we sure as hell wouldn't have Ronald McDonald's without the children. So don't you dare come at me and say, like, oh, this place isn't for kids. Honestly, though, you are acting more autistic than me, lady. Like, if you really have that much of an issue with screaming... might I suggest some noise-canceling headphones? Or, I don't know, if you have that much of an issue with it, maybe go at an hour where, kids aren't, going to be running rampant at that hour, or, better yet, drive-through. It's there for a reason.
Why are you upset that kids are happy?
Because she, is a Karen, and Karens are inherently not happy. Another stereotype about Karens, I really, this is like my headcanon with Karens. They, you know how, there's Karens that get so upset over parking lots and parking spaces? It's because that's their breeding ground. That's their sacred breeding ground for more Karens to, spawn into this world. That's why it exists.
Not it.
Yeah, that is it.
No, but I'm just trying to enjoy the restaurant too.
Then find your way to enjoy the restaurant and not have to deal with the kids all at once. Like I said, noise-canceling headphones is an option. It's not just for autistic people. It shouldn't have to be for autistic people specifically. But, lady, the way you're acting, the fact that you're making a big to-do about this, more than I probably would, is really telling. If you really have that much of an issue, accommodate yourself. Maybe then you wouldn't be complaining as much.
No, I don't. I'm not sure you do.
I'm not saying both sides. Any side is right, but
don't you think the restaurant's for everyone?
I do.
Okay, look, lady. I don't like again, like I said, I don't like screaming kids any more than you do. But again, that is why I bring my music and my headphones. So that way I can block out the noise and enjoy my music and zone out into my own little imaginary world as I'm going about my day without having to deal with the screaming crotch goblins we call children. Yes, I don't like screaming kids any more than you do. It's kryptonite to someone like myself. I get it. But at the same time, we all have to accept that kids are going to scream. Whether they're in danger, whether they're not in danger, whether they're having a good time, whether they're like having a tantrum. It's going to happen. And honestly, I think screaming, I'm sure there's some reason why kids scream and why it could be a part of their development. I don't know. But point is, sometimes you can't control this sort of thing. Like, maybe at most you can say, like, hey, can you tell your kid to stop the screaming a little bit? Maybe. But even then, like, you're going to probably end up saying that to a parent that's going to be like, you can't tell me how to raise my kid. Okay, I get it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I'm going off on a ramble.
So
You're trying to make it just for you. You're trying to make it just for you and dictating what everyone else has to do.
I'm trying to make it for everyone.
Are you a politician? Are you a person of power? Can you do that? Is that really your position? Is that really your place? Or am I just overthinking? I'm probably overthinking it.
But I'm leaving so your kids can be happy.
Bye-bye, peanut butter jelly lady.
Thank you. Bye-bye then.
Bye, Miss Uncrustable. Sorry you didn't have your Happy Meal. God. What a terrible person. Look, I get it. I don't like screaming kids either. They can really ruin a person's day sometimes, whether you're autistic or not. But seriously though, like, oh boy, like, just sometimes you just gotta cope with it. You don't like it? Cope. Just cope. Unless you have high support needs, then that's a different situation.